All right, welcome back to a brand new episode of I Married A Bigfoot. You might be wondering what happened last Sunday. Well, we were busy, life hit us, and we had a whole bunch of stuff we needed to do, but we're back today. And for those first episode, or you're just tuning in, I'm the Angry Dad.
I'm the Not So Angry Mom.
And in this podcast, we talk about videos that we see. I love ghosts, I love paranormal, I love Bigfoot, I love aliens and UFOs, and I subject my beautiful wife to these shows, these documentaries, these things that are long and drawn, and they're not boring to me, but, sometimes, she lets me know that, she doesn't enjoy them as much as I do, but one thing we do love to do is talk about these videos as these TV shows and movies and documentaries go on. Sometimes we trash them, sometimes we debate them, sometimes we just have general conversation, and we're like, that'd be great to record. So that's what this podcast is. I'm a believer.
I'm a skeptic.
But that brings good balance and combination to what we do.
Because I keep him from going off the deep end.
Because I will go straight to the deep. And in today's videos, we got some Bigfoot stuff. We got some what the hell is that stuff.
We got a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said,
we're touching all the depths of paranormal and out of the norm videos.
Exactly.
So,
That's definitely.
Since we lost a video last week because like you said, life kind of smacked us in the face a little bit.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make it up by doing a lot of videos.
A lot of videos today. And and speaking of life hit you in the face. For those who don't know, we live in California. We live in the northern Bay Area, and with that happening, there's been a tremendous amount of fires.
Yeah. And
with the tremendous amount of fires and the devastation that it's causing, I came across a company that was shared to me. It was called Self Care Clothing, and at selfcareclothingbrand.com. They were selling shirts, and all donations to the shirts went to the Red Cross, went to help California, and went to help fire victims. And the Red Cross helps a lot.
Yeah, and it's pretty. I mean, we always have fires every year.
Yeah.
In California, it seems to get more and more into fire season.
Exactly.
Which is just a sad reality now.
Yeah.
But the past couple of years, it's been hitting closer and closer
to
home, and a lot this year especially.
Really close.
Really close.
Just a city over.
A lot of people that we know either lost homes, were temporarily evacuated. With the potential of losing homes, people have lost lives, a lot of stuff. So it's sad to see it in general, but it's sad to see it when it's people that are being affected directly that
Exactly.
So we got these shirts. They're super cool.
Yeah, they are super cool. I cut them.
Out.
They don't come like this, but I cut them because I can't wear a shirt with sleeves on it. It's uncomfortable. I don't feel good. It's not my thing. So I've come very proficient in cutting shirts.
All your power is
all my power.
Having the
my
shoulder
arms
down.
cannot be contained by shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a crime against humanity.
But these are great shirts. They're super comfortable, very
high
soft.
quality.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I was very surprised when I got them. Like I said, the great quality, fast delivery, and before I even got my shirt, they sent me a note, like a thank you card, and in that thank you card, it let me know that due to the corona, due to all these things, that it might show. It's going to be a little late, but it will show up, and so I thought that was a nice little touch.
It was,
and I was very satisfied, very happy because I understand the mailing situation.
Oh yeah,
but
I was very impressed.
Yeah, very impressed.
A little postcard with a cool little picture.
Yeah, art print.
Picture. Yeah. I was very impressed with the company. So
very impressed. So they definitely will be getting more of my business. But I just thought it was great that they were just these Golden State shirts.
Yeah.
I'll put their link tree in the notes where it'll go directly to this shirt or directly to their site and to all their other media. So you guys can definitely, if you want to show some support in that way, and you don't live in the area, and you just want to do your part and help, which we appreciate, because like I said,
or you just want a cool shirt.
Yeah,
they're cool. I love the design. It's beautiful.
So do I. It's that tattoo, old school art design, and that's my style. So I like it a lot.
If you couldn't tell.
Also, too, we want to talk about another charity, another thing that's been put together by a good friend of ours.
Yeah, so it's getting involved through volunteer engagement. One of my good friends, Jen, I'm not sure if she was organizing it or just kind of spearheading it. It is on Facebook. It is Vacaville based. But because Vacaville was hit pretty hard and the surrounding area, they're getting together donations of stuff and giving it to the victims, the people who were displaced or lost their entire property, even just basic stuff, basic food, water, blankets, toiletries, all these things that you don't necessarily think about on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But when you lose everything, you don't have even deodorant. You know?
Exactly.
It's all
toothpaste.
Toothpaste, all that little stuff.
Yeah,
they've been putting together a lot of stuff and been doing a lot of good work. So if you want to help out, or people and you want to either volunteer your time, or you want to volunteer or donate goods or anything to give to people, but you don't know where, that's a good resource. Check them out.
It is. I'll put all the links and notes in the bottom. And like I said, being able to volunteer, it takes a strong person. It takes a person that has time, patience, because you know what? Volunteering is not easy.
It's not
and for
easy.
those who can get out there, we greatly appreciate you. The I Married a Bigfoot podcast stands behind that, because I'll tell you right now, it's not just that because it affects us. It does take a special person, and we appreciate those who are putting out good vibes, good intentions, good feelings to help those who really need it. Because if you've ever been in a situation where you're like, what the fuck do I do? These are the people that help out. These are the people that comfort. These are the people that are the real fucking heroes out there. Look, there are firefighters, there are police officers. They're doing everything they possibly can. But the thing is, for the average person to come out and be like, look, I have time, I have effort, and I'm willing to do this.
It means a lot.
It means a lot. And we appreciate that. So everyone out there, understand that, we thank you. We appreciate you. And, if you can, do what you can to help those who need.
And if you can't donate time, can't donate money, just share the information. Maybe there's somebody that can. So,
exactly.
Even just a little share on Facebook or something makes a big difference.
That it does. So like I said, I'll put all the links and information in the notes. So if you guys want to check it out, you guys can definitely do that.
Yeah.
All right. And now that we've done all that, like I said, we're just trying to do our part. And within doing our part, like I said, a lot of stuff that we do takes place in nature. And that's why we want to make sure that we share this news. Yeah. So the first one is the Rocky Mountain Bigfoot. That's what I remember
Were
it being.
You in the Rocky Mountains?
Maybe.
You can't just disappear and
sometimes.
just show up on videos.
Exactly. So I'm going to pull up the first video if I can find it. I seem to be having issues here. No, that's not the... There we go. Right. You'd think I'd be a little more professional and prepared, but it is what it is. So,
we do this off the cuff.
Off the cuff. And like I said, I'm going to put the video and all that stuff in there. So it's the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. What I like about this video is that these are real people. You hear that? 30 Bigfoot out there. They're showing pictures, they're showing videos.
They're just out there exploring stuff, checking
on their own
out.
time, their own dime. And just like I said, it's
That looks like your sandal print.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's a big...
It is a big stamp.
Click that bell so that you get all of our new videos.
Yeah. I'll put their link to their YouTube channel in the notes. This is the first video on the very top. This is their highlight reel. This is the best of the videos that they have, the best of the best pictures that they have. So right off top, it gives you a good in-depth of how long and how much they've been doing this.
Yeah, for them to have that much stuff, footprints. They showed a little clip of eyes in the kind of
the
tree
eye
line.
shine.
Yeah, which that could be any animal, but still.
Well, even that in any animal, it looked pretty damn high up.
Well, it could be an animal in a tree.
Yeah.
The owls or whatever sit or I don't.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what animals are in the Rocky Mountains, but
yeah. Yeah. They're in the nighttime, so this is all night vision.
Tell you what, I wouldn't be out there in the dark.
Yeah, I would be the same. Yes, I'm good.
I don't care how much I'm trying to find Bigfoot. Yeah. I'm not about to be in the wilderness in the dark.
So this is at half speed. Oh, you can see the eye shine right above it. You see it right there in the corner?
No.
See if these do a slow-mo. Because it was right here above that guy's shoulder that you seen the eye shine. See if it shows it again. So up in that middle corner. 1/4 the speed.
All right, let's try again. See if I
All right,
can
now
see.
look, right there in the corner. As he's walking up, look, right there.
I think I see it.
Yeah, if you, right there in the corner, as he's walking right over his shoulder, you could see two...
Is it like halfway,
Yeah, right there in the dark.
Almost halfway in the image.
It's right in the dark. So,
Just
like I
over
said,
his...
just over his shoulders.
His right shoulder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. No, I'm...
Left shoulder.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
This is the left shoulder. It's
Yeah.
right over
Yeah.
his left shoulder.
Well, let's see if they show it again with the speed. Or if they show just the steel. No, they didn't show it. We'll have to go back so we can watch it after.
Yeah.
Favorite pieces of evidence and suspect Bigfoot activity in the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Northwest.
Now, they're showing footprints in the snow of
Yeah.
Bigfoot. Anytime I've ever seen a Bigfoot print, it's one. It's just
Yeah.
one. It's out of just
Yeah.
one. These ones, there's a couple.
Yeah, they're right
And
next
then
to each
like
other.
one really clear one.
Yeah. Well, which you're going to see.
And you can even see like the stride,
And the
like how
distance.
long of a gate it
Yeah.
is. Like that is more believable. Again, I don't know how much I believe in Bigfoot, but
Yeah.
the fact that there's consistent footsteps, it's not just
Yeah.
one out of the middle of nowhere.
And if you look right there, you could see.
What, a figure?
Yeah.
It is a figure, but it's so covered
Yeah,
by the
but
bush.
trees,
you
you
can't, really
see.
tell.
And then now they're showing tree things. And
Oh,
then,
where the Bigfoot's knocked
Yeah.
him over.
And then if you look right there, see, like I said, even with that, it's a little blurry. And like I said, they're really zooming in on these
It is
pictures.
a little blurry, but I almost feel like that's more credit to something actually being out there that they didn't stage. Because if you're going to stage something, to a certain extent, I think you would make
Yeah.
it more clear. Not entirely clear so someone could dissect it and prove that it's wrong, but have it a little bit more defined so you can say, oh, that's clearly a Bigfoot, but I can't really see like the details of this Bigfoot suit. But you can barely see what they're pointing at. So leads me to believe that they probably really seen something with their eyes and took a video simultaneously, but it's hard to make it out in the video.
Yeah, it is hard to. But right now they're showing a whole bunch of tree build. You know, I don't know what the hell. I can't remember what they're called right now.
Like where they're the sapling.
Yeah, where they snap
tree
them.
trunks are snapped and leaned up next to each other,
That's it.
almost in like a teepee
Exactly.
style.
Tree structure. That's what they're
Yeah,
called. Tree
tree
structure.
structure.
I make them all the time.
Zooming in on a dark spot that I see across
Now they're trying to zoom in this dark spot, and when they zoom in this dark spot, you can see right there in the corner. That's what it's supposed to be. So now we're gonna wait for it to go through, because what's happening is the video is changing, and because I didn't set it up before, which you think I would have. All right. No. All right. Let me see if I can fix that.
Well, technical difficulties.
These, you know what I'm saying, it plagues this podcast here. So that is it right there.
All right.
I don't know how they got mixed up.
All right.
So here we go again. And like I said, really looking to where
Is
they're
this the
zooming.
dark
Yeah,
spot?
that's what they're trying to show, because you can almost see a face
It's weird.
in the leaf.
It's like I think it's a.
It could be a stump.
Unless it moves,
Yeah.
it is the absence of tree branches.
Well, that's the thing though too.
Because
Bigfoot
it's just the darkness.
stays still. He's a master of not moving, so you don't see him. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those
It's
things.
like what's that Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
What's the
Drax.
He's like, I'm a master.
Master invisibility. I'm
You
so
don't see
still.
me.
You don't see me. You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
Bigfoot's
That's
like?
exactly what Bigfoot's like. You know what I'm saying? Just a little more humble. But like I said, if you go in there as they zoom in,
yeah, I don't know.
like I said, it just looks like a weird outline. You know, it is a dark spot, but the thing is everything else around it is not as dark as that figure.
But that part over there is as dark as that
it doesn't
figure.
look like it's as dark to me.
It looks like it's the absence of a tree branches.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that.
I don't
it
know,
couldn't
but
be a
like I
figure.
said, it does definitely look like a figure.
I'm not saying that it's not. What I'm saying is that it's really dark and really high up in the trees.
And they're super zoomed in too.
So this is like at the tops of the trees. Even if he was sitting on a hill, he'd have to be like climbed up one of those thin branches to have to be seen.
Exactly.
So it's a little weird.
It is a little weird. But like I said, they keep going in and out of focus, so it really lets you know how zoomed in they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy zoomed. And when it's so zoomed in, it's hard to actually control the direction of the camera. Because most people don't know that. As soon as you start zooming in,
all the shaky comes in.
Exactly. You can, and then on top of it, like, you lose control because any little movement will make
Unless
you
you're
lose.
on like a tripod or something.
Exactly. You know.
I don't
Get
know
one of those gimbals when you're out and about fucking recording. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
But they ain't cheap either.
Invest in that.
Yeah. It's so crazy, though.
Yeah, it is weird, but I don't think it's...
See, and look, as they zoom back out, it looks almost a little bit more defined.
I mean, it does, but imagine where that figure would have to be.
Well,
like, it would literally have to be at the top of a treetop.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, but also, too, he's on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
All right. Now, these are Class A sightings. Mm-hmm. So that's the first one we were just showing.
Okay.
All right. And look, like, and that's a little more, because this is the still, so they were able to enhance it. Now, this Bigfoot hair.
Bigfoot hair. Which
does look weird.
It does look weird. How long are those strands?
I have no idea. It doesn't really show.
I mean, I don't know what wolf hair looks like, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's wolves in the Rocky Mountains anymore.
Oh. Or...
Eye shine right there in that cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that could be anything.
That could be anything.
It could be like a bear.
Yeah, or it could be a reflection of anything.
Lion. Yeah, rocks. I don't know. It is weird.
It's
just
weird.
One eyeball, though.
Yeah. And more tree structures, which you can easily tell that those are tree structures. That's a deep footprint.
Walking along an embankment, like along a river, there's a couple footprints that are super deep.
Especially with mud, because like I'm a heavy person, and I don't even leave deep enough marks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now watch, but watch behind the deer.
I think it's a deer.
Look as he zoom in. Look, and there's two eyes. See?
I don't know. All I can see is a reflection of us. More footprints. Castings.
Like I said, this is all their Class A sightings. This is the best of the best. And hey, it's credible information. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, who the fuck are these people? All they're doing is recording. You know what I'm saying? This is something they enjoy doing. So it lets me know that, they're out there to have fun, but they're also out there really researching this.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not credible. I'm saying this is a good collection of videos and footprints and stuff like that, compared to what I've seen in other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still not definitive to me.
Like I said, Bigfoot's so elusive. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they talk about interdimensional. They talk about aliens. They talk about all these different things where it can slip in and out. And the thing, too, is like, if how many creatures out in the world really, aren't known or seen or choose not to be found?
Yeah, I mean, like, didn't they just find this new little mouse that they thought was extinct for a long time, and then it just reemerged? They thought it was extinct since like the 50s or the 60s or something. Exactly. They just weren't looking in the right place. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's hard to believe such a large animal.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though too. Is like I said, that, you get so many credible sightings and so many things that are like out. That it just blows your mind because you got to really think of like, fuck, like some of these people ain't crazy. Some of these people are credible people. You got to imagine how many people don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? For those that are like legit out there, or it takes forever, or until they get older, they're like, look, I can't be ridiculed anymore now because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
and then true. Speak on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just because like the stigma to Bigfoot is you're crazy and you're stupid and I don't want to know you. And that's the stigma that comes with it. But the thing is, too, is those that are, like, legit, like, police officers.
Or who've seen something.
Yeah, really seen something. Or, like, what the fuck was that? No
matter what it was. Whether it was a ghost or a cryptid or a Bigfoot or whatever.
Yeah, you get that stigma on you.
You're like, you question your own sanity, I would imagine.
Exactly.
And some people are less worried about that and are going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And some people won't say anything, like you said, because they're like, people are just going to think I'm crazy, and I can't afford to.
Yeah, I don't want to taint my job, taint my reputation. So, like I said,
but I feel like there's a lot of people who haven't seen anything or are just making stuff up because it's
like
cool.
I said, I've talked to more than a few people, but the thing is like I said, you can be a good judge of character.
Yeah, I mean,
right? You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You know what I'm saying?
Who are the wackadoodles?
Yeah, exactly. You can definitely tell who those people are and who they're not. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's usually I judge a case. I do judge things case to case. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some shit, been through some shit. And it's like I can't refute what I've seen or been through.
And these videos and the evidence that they showed us, it didn't seem
out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary. Like, for example, the first video that I think that we did where they did the Bigfoot sighting in the news.
Yeah.
And it was like ridiculously fake.
Yeah.
None of this stuff was outlandish.
Yeah.
It was like
okay, I got a perfect picture.
We have a bunch of footprints. We have hair, which could potentially be DNA tested to see whether or not it's an animal or something unknown.
Yeah.
And then all the pictures and the videos. Now the pictures and the videos are obviously not definitive, but it doesn't. There was something out there. Yeah. There was something.
We don't know what the fuck it was.
Whatever shape it was, they look pretty big.
We can draw our own conclusions from them.
Yeah.
And like I said, to me it looks credible. To me it looks good. So that's just like I said,
it's not a bad Bigfoot.
No, it's not. It's not a bad Bigfoot. Like I said, this is all their premium stuff. Like I said, this is our highlight reel. That's what they called this.
Yeah.
So it let me know right away that I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be some good stuff, and it was.
It was. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So it's a high quality.
It's not too much I can bash as far as being completely fake. I don't, like I said, I don't know how much of it is definitive Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah.
But the footprints seem pretty legit.
Oh yeah. No, especially.
I don't know what other animal would make that size of a footprint,
especially
other than somebody like going out there with like a foot stamp.
Yeah, and see, I got a 16 foot, and I'm like close to 300 pounds, and even I don't leave in a depression like that. I might leave an outline, but nothing like insanely deep. Like I said,
if you were running with 100-pound pack on your back.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like
through real soft mud.
Yeah, real soft mud, because like some of the stuff looks rocky, and so it to me it just lets you know that something out there is 400 to 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Stomping through the fucking forest
with a wide gate, like
that wide gate.
The space between the footprints seems so much larger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a video, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, but
it seems very large, like beyond what a regular human would be able to stretch.
Exactly. And I'm 6'5", and for me to get that stretch or that length, I'm sitting here like
doing lunges.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And nobody likes to do lunges, and I'm pretty sure there's not
up
a Bigfoot out there.
Up the side of a snowy mountain.
Exactly. Fuck that. That is not the business, if you know what I mean. So I think that was pretty good. Like I said, I'll place their YouTube channel in the notes so you guys can go check it out, see all the other stuff that they have, because they have quite a bit of stuff that they've posted. So I respect it. All right, now let's get into the next video. And this one right here is Instagram. I got it from Instagram, but it was just like a random photo. There was something, so this stuff's from Iceland.
Okay.
So this is Iceland Falls, or whatever the falls is. I didn't really go too deep. I just thought it was kind of weird.
This is the one your mom sent.
Yeah, this is the one my mom sent. So these are my mom's group text message to us videos.
Yeah.
And it'll be a weekly thing because she just bombards us with.
She sends us a couple of messages every
few days. Yeah. Did you see this? I'm like, all right, Mom. And my mom lives out in the middle of nowhere, so you know what I'm saying. She's got plenty of time on her hands.
I want her to make a video of what she sees.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you're not watching it, you're at the edge of a falls.
Yep.
On like a rocky cliff watching the falls.
Exactly. And it's like a weird head thing that you see. And I'm gonna rewind it.
So what it is just over the edge of the rock.
Yeah.
There's this little black, almost the shape of a head or some type of weird movement.
Yeah. And it looks like something, but I'm like, what the hell? It's like hanging off the side of the cliff, because I can't see the other side of the cliff.
It does look something, but I watched this video. Before, and I zoomed in and I looked at it a lot. It looks so digitally fake. It looks like someone took like a video game character that's like moving like this, because you can see like it's all like jittery and jaggy or whatever, and it looks so fake. Now, I did read one of the comments, and they said that it's a what do you call it? A tripod. Like on somebody's back or whatever. That's what's sticking up, or they're holding it or whatever. I don't know about that. It looks really fake. It doesn't look like, and when they zoomed into the water, they didn't even pay attention to, who zooms into a water at the waterfall?
Well, that's the thing though, too. The majority of the time, people are like, when they zoom in, they're just trying to catch a beautiful moment. And a lot of times too is like when you're recording stuff, how many times you're not paying attention? Yeah, exactly, because you're gonna watch the video later.
At it,
as you're
of your
recording
phone.
it. Yeah,
I mean, fair point, but. It's not. It's like the worst video.
Well, it's only a couple of seconds. It's like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck is that? And it's kind of moving in an odd thing. So, like how you said, something on a tripod where it's like this.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
It
leads me towards that, but it could be something.
It could be that, but it
could be a troll wiggling his head.
It looked like somebody put, like, how you can do those Snapchat where you have a video and the image shows up and you can make it smaller.
Yeah.
It almost looks like that with your little emoji guy.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
It looks like that. It doesn't look like an emoji. It looks like a Fortnite character or like a Call of Duty character or something like that. Somebody in like a helmet.
Yeah.
It's in all black gear.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Now, whether or not that's actually what it is, I don't know. But it doesn't look like anything real.
Yeah.
So.
Well. Like I said, it does seem odd. So I would definitely say that.
I don't know what it is. If somebody has a better video of it, then we can look at that. Maybe I'm completely off.
Well, I couldn't find anything better than that. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure it was just like, it is what it is.
I don't know what
I don't know. It didn't even look like anything I've ever seen. So
yeah, but it didn't look like any type of. It didn't really look like much of a figure that you could see.
Yeah.
Like to decipher what it was or supposed to be. It almost looked like like I said, like some type of helmet or some type of gear, a part of it that you could see, but I don't know.
It looked weird.
It did look weird.
All right. And so on our next segment, we're going to keep this going because this is Ghost of TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And so we got a couple of videos here. These are a trip. So this guy has an account. I think he's got 21 point something K followers. But his videos are different things. And so, like, they just recently started posting that something's wrong with their house and that they're seeing things. Mm-hmm. So, we snagged them off the internet.
Yeah.
And we're going to play them. I'll put the link to his profile in the notes. So, if you guys want to go check out his TikTok, you guys are more than welcome. So,
is it this one or that one?
I think it is this one first. No, it's the other one first. So, I'm going to go back. And here we go.
One. Okay.
You wanted an update. So here is the shower.
Oh, no, this is the shower first. So this should be the second video.
Yeah, so we'll watch them in reverse, but they're still...
Yeah.
They're both individual.
Yeah, they're both individual videos.
And he's saying he has a shadow person.
Yeah.
So he's in his bathroom and kind of showing you that there's nobody in the bathroom.
And there's only him and his wife in the house.
Yeah. And he's going to...
And his wife's already saying, this is a bad fucking idea.
Yeah,
which is true.
Stop. Yeah.
Don't do this.
Exactly.
Now, if you look, you could see the mirror with the reflection of the little bit of light there.
Yeah, so you can see his phone in the mirror.
And when his phone, it literally... Whatever it was
just kind of like there was somebody standing in the bathroom.
A silhouette that kind of turned his head, poked his head
out and came back.
Yeah. So it's in the dark. So you're like, what the fuck was that?
But there's nobody there,
Exactly.
Of course, when he turns the camera to his wife, somebody could have fucking
there's a lot of things that could have happened.
There's a lot of things that could happen. She could be in the reflection of the mirror, standing in front of him, in front of the camera. But it just seems a little weird.
It does.
Now, if you look at the other video,
which we're going to play now,
the one thing I noticed about this is has some.
So he's hearing strange noises coming from. He says it's scratching.
Yeah.
Set up this camera to record and see if we catch anything. I've never caught anything on camera before, so I'm hoping that this might be the first time. But kind of sounds like scratches.
Now, there's two things that I noticed on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the main thing is if you look in the mirror.
Well, he crosses the screen.
He does. So that's
you can definitely see him. But
if you kind of look at the mirror, you see something cover the mirror and go back out.
Exactly.
But if you go back, I don't know if you can rewind it a little bit.
Yes, I can.
And it might not show real well in this format, but for anybody that goes and watches it,
here, we'll just play it again.
Just play it again.
And so I'm going to.
But what I want you to do is look at the lower right-hand corner.
Okay. I'm looking. I'm watching.
It just seemed a little odd because when I first watched this video, I didn't know where to look.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. No, it takes a couple of watches to see.
So I watched it a couple of times. The first time I watched this, I didn't look in the mirror. I looked right down here.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see in this copy of the video, but maybe my screen is turned all the way up.
Yeah.
There's shadows moving all the way down here by the closet in the lower right-hand side. And then it moves, and then once it kind of gets out of the way, that's when you see the shadow in the mirror. So there's shadows at the bottom of the closet, kind of moving around, like kind of like a swirling almost. You can see it shift, and then you see it in the mirror.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty weird. So anybody that wants to check that out, just look those back to back.
Yeah.
And make sure your screen brightness is up enough so you can actually see it.
Yeah.
That's what caught me first was
Okay.
the shadows moving at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then I seen the one in the mirror. So
okay. Well, like I said, it's pretty interesting. And like I said, this is somebody that was just recording, and they record all the time. They make their videos, and they usually make dog videos in it. That's what it was.
I don't know. I didn't look at the rest of his account. I only seen those two, and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So it's a trip just to see stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's like
it's weird how prevalent all the ghosts and stuff are, that people can catch a lot of it.
Well, you got to imagine how many times that, when you're out there and you're watching things, you can see something with your eye, but there's no way to record it back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People seeing odd shit all the time, but now that everyone's got a camera on them, everyone's got recordings on them, everyone has home security, everyone has outdoor security rings.
I think the home security thing is like such a big thing because as far as for videos, like, because they're running all the time.
Yeah.
With your cell phone, unless you already have it out,
exactly.
it's hard to pull it out at that
is.
moment. And most of the time when I would think, because I've never, like I said, I've never actually seen anything that I can definitively say, all right, that's
a ghost.
But you probably see it out of the corner of your eye, hear something faint, and then you logically
explain it. Yeah,
you're like,
that was the refrigerator.
That was the refrigerator. That was the
house groaning.
That was whatever.
Exactly. It could be anything.
Unless you're prepared for it or it happens constantly, you probably don't have your cell phone out.
Yeah,
all the time.
or wherever camera out recording.
Unless
all the
you were
time.
already recording.
Exactly.
So, but it's pretty interesting. Like, with those house cameras that people have up, people catch a lot more stuff.
That they do.
Because they're just constantly going.
Yeah, they're constantly recording. And they record any movement, too, because they're all like we have ourselves, not a ring, but something close to it. The hello. And like I said, if the wind goes by, goes off.
Yeah.
There's some sound, goes off.
Yeah.
So it just lets you know that.
Constantly
exactly. And it could be a slight movement, because I always check them when I get the alerts, and when I check them, it could just be like the bush just kind of...
Oh, yeah, because it's so windy, so it blows the trees around and stuff. So it constantly is recording any wind sound or anything like that. Yeah. I mean, I barely even check them, unless something happens.
Yeah, and I check them all the time. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like...
You're like, I'm going to find something in here.
Yeah,
but I think the only thing I found was a cat walking in the yard.
But it just lets you know how sensitive they are. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it could literally catch anything. And... I'm going to tell you right now, speaking of rings, all right, this next video...
But what do you think about that one? Do you think it's real? Or do you think it's kind of orchestrated or
Well, see, with TikTok,
up?
it always seems like it's going to be orchestrated, but the thing is it's so slight, so subtle. And the thing is, to create that shadow, regardless if it's digital or not, because it would take tremendous... amount of fucking just for a few views, just for these people don't get paid to do TikTok. Like this is just for enjoyment.
I've seen people who post ghost videos, and that's like their thing. Yeah. That's their new trend now is to do the ghost TikToks and stuff like that. So it makes more sense that some of those ones are set up.
Yeah.
And this one just didn't have that feel.
It doesn't have that feel. And like I said,
it's
but that's the thing. What I like the most is the worried look on the wife's face. Is like, look, we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You know what
when
I'm
you
saying?
get the people's reaction.
The voice of sensibility right there. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, stop fucking with shit.
Yeah, stop fucking with shit. I know we're white, but we're not that white. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You know, which I'm on board with that person. Like, let's not do that.
Yeah, stop poking.
Stop
ghost
poking.
bears.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this next one here is a Ring camera cot.
So it's somebody's porch.
Somebody's porch. This was in the news, so this is our segment for
Paranormal in the news.
In the news. News. All right, here we go. And there's no audio to it. It's just all video. Super quick. You see a flash, and then after you see the flash, the chair moves. All right, and it looks like a flare in the camera, but the thing is the light that's making the flare doesn't move. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
All right, it's got a little dot in the corner.
That's a real shine.
Yeah, it's a real shine.
This one, it and they kind of zoom in. It literally, like if this was digitally made up, they did a really good job, because this is what I would think a real ghost sighting would be.
Yeah,
it's very translucent. It's just part of the body that you can see. It's the shape of like a head and somebody's kind of torso. What they were saying in the article was that it was I believe her father who had kind of passed away recently. That was his favorite chair on the porch.
Oh, okay.
So they're saying she caught her dad's
sitting on the porch,
sitting in his chair. Now, whether or not it's an actual ghost,
or
his energy that just of something he did every day.
Exactly. Because that's one thing we talk about that too in paranormal is, things get stuck in repetition. The energy will repeat itself. Mm-hmm. And even after a person passes away, you can see that, it's something he does so much that it's imprinted in the reality of what's happening every day. So it's his energy is coming in and walks in, sits down, swings for a second, and then that's it. So I could definitely see something like that on a repeat.
Yeah, it seemed legitimate.
Yeah.
Of course, it could be faked.
Yeah.
I don't put past anything. It's one of those things now with CGI and all that stuff.
Exactly. You can make anything.
You never know what somebody's level of skill is. You can make anything. Yeah. Anything can look believable, especially in a short clip. But it like I said, just like you said, it'd take a master. Yeah,
at digital, because like I said,
there's people out there.
I don't put
just
past
I don't know how to do it doesn't
yeah.
mean that the neighbor isn't
exactly.
a freaking digital CGI master.
It was so fluid flowing.
It was really
and like I said, with the light flare, because I guess there's a light in the corner. There's already a little light spot on the thing where you can see the glare.
It didn't look like sometimes you see where the bugs get on the camera and it looks weird. It's a weird distortion. It didn't have that look. It literally, nothing else moved. Nothing else got distorted.
It looked like a wind blowing and it curved. There was like so much to it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's as it curved, it came more into presence. Yeah. It was a weird thing. So if it was like a solid piece of dust or dirt that was like caught in the lens, it would be solid all the way. Yeah. And this one, as the figure curved, it dissipated. Kind of it grew and then dissipated. Yeah. So it's just a weird thing in the camera.
It is a weird thing in the camera.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? You guys watch these videos. You heard us talk. Yeah, check them out.
Tell us what you think.
How right I am.
How wrong I am. Yeah. But if you've got videos, send them our way. Yeah. Tell us, if you want us to review them or if you
just want us to check them out.
Yeah,
we'll definitely chop it up in our style and fashion of what we do.
Of not real.
Maybe real. All right. I believe.
I don't want to believe. Stop showing realistic ghosts.
Realistic ghost. You hear that? But this is I Married A Bigfoot. I'm the Angry Dad. I'm the Not So Angry Mom. And for those who are out there, self-care clothing, give. Or any other organization, it's if you have the ability to give or donate in any fashion, time, materials, money, otherwise, do it. Because right now, 2020 is
kicking us all in the butt. And, you know, everybody, if you have a little extra and can do so, you know, help out your friends and neighbors and stuff. It makes a difference.
Thank you. And as I Married A Bigfoot, we'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.